Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this serves therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
loving each other.
I find Aaron, Brock, and Michelle,
or Jay-Z and Beyonce. Or this episode, we're going with the oldie but goodie, y'all. We're going with Angela Bassett and Courtney B. Vance. Now, we know we done did them before, y'all. We know they legends, right? They've been married 20 plus years. They're in the same industry. They got beautiful children. On top of that, they're aging backwards. But I just had to highlight this couple. I don't know about y'all. This was a binge watching TV weekend for me. I watched probably at least 5 or 6 different things. Miss Bassett was at least half of those.
I like how you call her Miss Bassett.
Yes, Miss Bassett was in at least half of those. And not only was she in half of those, it doesn't matter if she was the starring role or if she was the backup. She stole the fucking show. And again, let me repeat. When I say I don't watch 6 to 10 different things this weekend and Miss Bassett was in half of those, I ain't talking about no throwback shit. I ain't talking about no Waiting to Exhale. I ain't talking about her playing Bernadine. I ain't talking about her playing Anime Bullock. I'm not talking about What's Love Got to Do with It. I'm talking about things that was just released in 2019. Casual Slay. Am I just overreacting, or
No.
we just not giving Angela Bassett her due?
Angela is the queen.
And on top of that, I ain't seen her give one interview to nobody. It's like she dropping Beyonce's, where she was like, "Oh, sis, you see that on Netflix? I'm starring in that."
Oh, you need me to show up real quick?
And I'm EPing that. Oh, it's a new thing on HBO. The Black Girls is talking about comedy. Sure, I'm a comedian.
I'm funny.
The white women, Felicity Huffman. I know you got your little scandal going on. Patricia Arquette, you want me to do a casual mom slate? No problem.
I can do that.
Look, and look better than all you bitches on the screen. Shout out to the Black Lady Sketch Show and be a bad bitch.
Because I win.
I don't know. I just found it really endearing. It was just the win that I needed this weekend. And I didn't realize towards the end when I was like recapping, I think I was talking with my mom on like what she did and everything, what I did this weekend. And I was like, I guess I just was on an Angela Bassett marathon that I didn't even know I was meant to be on.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. What you think about that, Nerums?
Angela Bassett is the queen. She's dope in everything that she do. And like, she's just aging like fine wine.
Child.
Both
Her
of 'em
and her
is.
husband.
Both of them is.
What is that? What is... You know, Angela did something. They had something. I ain't speak most of it. Angela's talking about she just eat air. But she was like, I don't do that dairy that cause all that mucus. She said, stop eating them pork rinds. Stop going to Popeye. All the mothers have been telling us. Who been telling us to get ourselves together is Angela Bassett, Iyanla Van Zant, and Jennifer Lewis. Them 3 aunties, mother, they've been telling us to get our shit together for a very long time. And I'm slowly but surely listening. Y'all hearing my check-in.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, who is you?
I'm Nero.
And I'm Nyambi.
And this is episode 270, y'all.
Hey.
Be sure to leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating review on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher, and follow us on all forms of social media. Black Love Matters. That's black with no K. You got chicken?
I do have a check-in. Before I get to my personal rehabilitation, y'all see that Orange is the New Black? I won't give too much away. Don't judge me. Yes, I binged the whole season. Did I fall asleep on some parts? Yes, because I was just up all night. So I might be piecing together some parts of the story. But between Thursday and Sunday night, I got through all 12 episodes. And you know Orange is the New Black is like 40 minutes long. So you already know how I spent my weekend. But can I say this? The last couple seasons of Orange is the New Black fell off to me. Yeah, they really fell off. Like, it got very veered left. You could tell there was a lot of white millennial women in the writing room. And that's fine, right? Everything not for everyone. Because Orange is the New Black gave us a strong, like, 3-4 seasons. So I was like, okay, 5 and 6 if they want to play. I gave them grace. Y'all. This last one, this season 7, if y'all were like me and you fell off for seasons 5 and 6 and like you couldn't even get through it all because it just couldn't hold your attention, come on back for 7. You don't even go back in, because at first I was like, oh, do I got to go back and see what's happening? Nope. Thank you for the recap, Netflix. I just watched those 2-minute recaps on them last 2 seasons and I'm right where I left off.
You know what you got to do.
You know what you got to do. It was done so well. It was done so well. It was parts during this season I cried. I couldn't hold my peace.
You couldn't hold it, baby?
No, I'm trying not to give it away, right? Because I know I'm one of the only crazies who done binged the whole thing in 4 or 5 days.
Well, you know, Netflix dropped a bunch of good stuff.
They dropped, and I was on it. But what I will say, what was most heartbreaking, and I know, and I'm actively going to start pursuing more, is they really touched on these ICE detention camps. How do people even work for ICE? How do you just go day to day and be with the bullshit? And again, in the show, nothing that we already don't know, right? Nothing that hasn't been on the news, nothing that hasn't been said, but it just hit a little bit different. And again, I don't want to give away any secret plot lines or anything, but those ICE detention scenes, when I tell you them Latinx women was acting, they asses off. When I tell you they was acting.
They was giving the baby.
Child, they wanted me to have there and go in there and holler. Like, it was just, and I just love the character. What was that stutter? I just love the character development, the evolution of characters, the growth of characters. Shout out to that black girl CEO with the curly hair. I ain't gonna give another her trajectory, but shout out to her. She acted her ass off. Like, Orange is the New Black, this final season, I think her name Jenny something. You the true one. It was something to watch and to behold. Also, what I'm doing, y'all know I've been trying to read more. So my next book I'm reading, for those who are following, I know. Did you say, Near, some folks want to know what I'm reading?
Yeah, they do.
So my next book that I done started this weekend is called Negro Land by Margot Jefferson. It's a memoir, and it's about basically the black bourgeois, and I think the 60s and the 70s. So think Jack and Jill crew, Divine Nine crew, that DMV area, that black middle class, them doctor, lawyers, professors, and just what their life experience was, right? I'm thinking Oak Bluffs. You know, if you was a black and you vacationed on Oak Bluffs in the summer, if you were black and you vacationed in Idlewild in the summer, that's a little town in Michigan. This book is about your experience in your life.
I didn't even know what Oak Bluffs was until my 30s.
Oh, well, I knew a little earlier. Not in my 30s.
Help me, I'm a poor nigga from Detroit.
You a poor, oh, that's a hard ER. I've heard about these things. You know, I didn't necessarily go, but I have heard of them. I feel like, actually, I was going to say I was on the cusp. I went on the cusp, but I did have the exposure to be like, oh, okay, this what y'all do? You want to know something? Since I'm reading these books, I'm having a hard time of connecting, especially at my job, with the black people who identify as this. I think a lot of people, when they talk to me, they assume this is my upbringing. They assume I did Jack Jill, Oak Bluffs, all that types of stuff.
Yeah, you get that off.
Wow, as much as I eat for hot Cheetos and eat ham hocks and neck bones.
Detroit niggas don't know no difference.
What you say? What?
Detroit niggas don't know no difference.
What you mean don't know no difference?
Like, yeah, you can eat ham hocks and Cheetos, but they still think you bougie.
I'm not talking about Detroit people.
I'm just saying in general.
Oh, well, I'm talking about, like, now I'm here in California, and there is a black bourgeois scene here, too.
It is.
I'm learning. I don't know if it's necessarily Oakland. I think it's right outside of Oakland. Like, there is some black bourgeois communities that y'all really ain't talking much about. See, that's what the black bourgeois pride themselves on. Keeping secrets.
Yeah.
And staying underground, honey. You got no handshakes.
I'm waiting on you to go back to a K meeting to get in the club.
Yeah. Let me finish my thought.
Oh, okay.
I'm always in the club, first of all.
Well.
But it's a certain commitment. Shout out to the K's that you have to have if you join a meeting and you go beyond general. And I don't want to go there and I don't want to put half my ass and get called out and just be like, hey, I'm done. Kick rocks.
Nigga, go put on your white dress.
Right. I'm really trying to set clear boundaries and expectations for myself. But no, I'm going to do it, definitely.
Naomi, can I say something?
What?
Go put on your white dress.
I don't even know if I got a white dress fit.
Get those handshakes together and figure out where the black bourgeois is at.
I gotta get my white
in Colonizer Valley.
And my white stockings. Is the Soror still wearing white stockings? I know when I was coming up, they was.
With them white shoes, looking like hospital mothers.
I know I got cussed out a couple times. They're like, where your stockings? I'm like, it's 80 degrees. Anyway, I'm finding it hard is not the word because I'm resilient and I can navigate any community I'm in. But like I was saying, sometimes I get mistaken for being in these communities and I'm absolutely not. When they be talking to me, especially the children, it's like it turned to Charlie Brown. And they're like, wah, 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 wah. Mm-hmm. And I don't know why that happens. Meaning, like when they be telling me stuff they're going through, I'm just uninterested.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. Right, because I like to be engaged. I like to be focused. I like to be present in the moment.
Yeah, you're a very engaging person.
But when they talk, and I just like, what are you saying to me? Because they'll come and be interns and like we'll have these one-on-one meetings and they talk about things they want to do and want to launch and move forward. And they're just like bouncing all over and like, their idea of helping their community is very Jack and Jill helping their community. And when I try to say things to say, well, do you think that population need help? They got to look at me like, oh, I'm playing it forward. I was like, yeah, like you can do that through like Christmas donation, right? Like,
You think?
like can you just buy a table at the gala and then?
No.
So I'm having a hard time connecting in it, and I feel because of that, maybe the bourgeois blacks is gonna start smelling me at the door. What is that smell? Is that a Popeyes? What is it?
Girl, you got Popeyes coming through your
In a
pores.
clearance dress? What is that? Am I over? Have you not had that experience where you've interacted with some black people and it's just like
The thing is, like,
and it's not even like all skin folk and kin folk. Not that type of black. I'm not talking about that type of black. These type of black people definitely know racism exists. Like, don't get me wrong. Maybe one episode we need to break down different types of blacks. I'm not talking about that type of black, but it did seem like we were just two ships passing the night. And I felt that. And maybe it was just me. Maybe I needed coffee. Maybe it was the age difference. But it was definitely, like, they were definitely speaking in, like, some coded Jack and Jill shit that I was not picking up.
well, you know, you don't run in those circles, but because of where you at now, like, you have to be a part of those circles. So that's the thing. You never were a part of them, like, as a younger person growing up. But now, like, it's just a part of your people, like work crew, they hang out and things of that sort. So when you think about like coming to a new place and building network,
and I've never shut them out or anything, but I'm just speaking the truth how I be feeling.
But like usually, like your work friends become like your friends, personal friends, and then their friends becomes your friends. And if all their friends been in, you know, Jack and Jill or like this pedigree of Harvard, Stanford grad, you know.
Like, it kills me with some of the kids be talking. They're like, yeah, I went to Berkeley and it was just so hard. Oh. And I'm not saying it's not hard at Berkeley. Or I'm looking around and like everyone's like, oh, I went to Brown, I did this. And I'm like,
oh, okay.
They only got grades at Brown. Like, I don't know.
Exactly. Meanwhile, our ass went to a state school.
Because I actually called somebody out. I called our recruiters out. I was like, you know, even within your recruiting the underrepresented population, I was like, I haven't seen one I said, it looks like all our folks from underrepresented backgrounds come from Cornell and Brown. That's not really a, you know, underrepresented group. Like, what are you?
You're just getting a bunch of super niggas.
What are you?
On some real shit.
This is not a diverse group. These are not representative of the Negroes. Like, this is not in the, well, shout out to Robin Thede. This is not the representation of the dysphoria.
No. And I think that becomes the hard part because...
And they see me as the leader of some of the dysphoria stuff. And I be saying stuff and they be like,
oh, you said that?
Yeah, nigga. I don't care. Take all this. But I can say talk. Remember I said this conversation before. I can say talk all this because I ain't had shit before. Yeah. But some of them was like, wait a minute.
Right. You can't. Don't be shaking the table.
Don't you be taking my
Don't you be shaking the table, Nyambi. You shaking the table too much. And I'll be like, well, you know, it's okay if white people and black people mad. Like, it's okay.
That's a norm.
That's normal.
That's equal. That's equality. That's equity.
Look, that's normal with me.
That's equity. The
but
blacks and the whites mad.
But I think that's the thing, though, with out here in Colonizer Valley is that it's the new standardized test. And the only way that you can like slip by the standardized test is if you had some hood knowledge that like some prior training to get you there, or you've been through that whole pedigree of like super nigga, Jack and Jill, you know, joining white fraternities and sororities, going to, you know, prestigious schools, and then like you just follow in
prestigious ass programs where it's like you've been cultivated since high school.
Yeah.
I went to some of them. They recruited you at 14.
Yeah.
There was no other path for you.
Yeah.
But they don't. Of course, I don't.
No, but
we talking with y'all.
Yeah, but
I don't say that to them.
They don't understand that though, because they think you like them. Like, oh, you went through it too, and you made it away. And he's like, no, I'm from Detroit, and I had ham hocks,
bologna sandwiches. Shout out to a fried bologna sandwich
and potted meat and Vienna sausages.
Shout out to Raymond Noodle with some hot sauce. Yeah,
with the Vienna sausages, and you
split
put a little
equal
mustard on there with some saltine.
You know when you slice the Vienna sausages in half so don't slip and slide out the sandwich.
Yes,
to give it base. They don't know about me,
but that's the real shit, and it's hard to figure out who have been through the struggles and understand the struggles and who have been through the pedigree.
Yeah.
And the thing is, not one is better than the
No,
other.
or one is less oppressive than the other either.
Right.
Like everybody got their struggle.
But I think the thing is, by going through that, it makes
Different
for
lens.
like this different lens.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we're going to Oak Bluff. And it's like, well, what's Oak Bluff?
I don't even know how to get on a ferry to get to where I need to be. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, oh, what's the Hamptons?
Oh, I knew what the
Look,
Hamptons was.
only
From
thing I
Diddy,
know,
all
only
white
thing I know
parties.
about the Hamptons is the all white parties from Diddy.
Thank you, Diddy. Take that.
Right. But some niggas just don't even know what state the Hamptons is in.
Yeah, some people don't know.
Shit.
That is New York. Help everyone. Help everyone. Each one just said Kofa. Each one teach one.
So that's
Anyone
the thing,
ask
right?
y'all, New York.
So some niggas don't even know where the Hamptons at.
Yeah.
They just know Diddy go for a white party there.
It's another island.
Yeah,
It's like Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory, y'all.
It is.
Look, just dropping knobs.
Yeah,
dropping
just
gems.
the more you know. Wait till I get this soundboard. I'm gonna have all types of the more you know, because that's the shit.
Guam is also a U.S. territory.
The more you know,
They are Americans.
they are.
So you cannot tell people who are from Guam or Puerto Rico.
Go back to their country
Random
because
fact
they're
about-
from America.
Exactly, because their country is America.
Mm-hmm.
Random fact. Did you know Vanna White was Puerto Rican?
What? I can tell with that name Vanna. Like Vanna probably is short for
The
like
best kept Puerto Rican secret.
Vanna's probably short for like Stavana or something like that.
Shout out to Vanna White. Puerto Rico. But that's what I'm
Ooh.
talking. What?
She passed like
Miriam,
that.
look.
Man, look, I'm over here googling her.
Now, is
shit.
it the truth or am I starting rumors?
I don't know.
Y'all
I'm about
do-
to see.
Like Iyanla said, y'all do the work. It's gonna be on TMZ.
Is Vanna White Puerto Rican?
Sir, it's not gonna be able to help you with that. Why are you doing this?
Oh, I thought she was gonna tell me.
Sure, don't do that. Anyway, y'all. But that's just something I'm just noticing more and more when I have. It doesn't affect my work, but I do try to take a lot of time with some of like the newer professionals, folks who are doing pivots in their careers, just to be a resource and an advocate. And I'm noticing I'm having similar conversations. And it's not that I haven't been able to connect with them. I have, but I do see myself hitting a wall soon. And I'm just trying to be aware of it before I hit the wall and walk out the door. And I just don't want to do that. Anywho, I'm listening to Angela Bassett, Jennifer Lewis, and who's the third person I told her? Oh, and Iyanla Vanzant. Y'all, I'm going to get a personal trainer. I'm meeting with this white chipper woman for 2 days a week. I'm going to do it at least for the next like 4 to 6 months and see how it goes. I went to my first session. I ain't tell y'all this past Friday. Y'all, I'm sad. I'm sorry and I'm sad. This was one of the hardest workouts I ever did in my life. Mind y'all, I've lost close to 90 to 100 pounds before. And I've never worked out this hard. And I'm telling y'all, I have lost close to 90 to 100 pounds. The way I did that, it was like very, very strict calorie counting. Like I was so deep in the macros, y'all. I was sickening, right? I was never one of them people who didn't eat, but I'm knowing exactly what goes in my body, what comes out of it. I went for my consultation with this trainer. I don't think she was ready to how raw I was. She was like, well, what's your relationship with food? I was like, food is the pimp, I'm the hoe. And she was like, imagine chipper white girl look like Barbie. Imagine if Barbie was personified. And you know I'm mad. I'm like, fuck. Because the program I'm in is kind of a rotational thing because it's a little discounted, so you really can't choose who you can get. You can put in your like values or things you want to accomplish, and then based on that, they pair you with somebody. Yeah. And so I was saying, I'm really trying to get beyond the scale. I don't care what's on the scale. I really just care how I feel and how I look. Now, if that number says something, whatever, but I'm really about that. So this is what this woman specializes in. She's super sweet, though. So imagine I'm talking to Barbie. Then she was like, what about movement? I was like, I hate that bitch. And she was like, well, Nyambi, this has been... And it went on like that for 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. She was like, Nyambi, just thank you so much for being so transparent. And I just don't think I've ever had a client so forthcoming. What do you think that translated towards, Neil?
Oh, she told somebody.
What did she say? What would throw off the most?
Because how's your relationship with food? It's the pimp and I'm the hoe. And she probably got a little clipboard, like trying to take notes and shit. And she's like, okay, how do I How do I
How
translate
do I write?
this?
How do I put this in her file?
Like, how do I put this on her file? Food is pimp, she is hoe.
She asked me to describe it.
Okay.
You know, how pimp make you feel good until after, then you feel bad.
And then here you go. Well, how's your relationship with
Movement.
movement?
I hate that hoe.
I hate that hoe. Okay.
It's like this whole pimp hoe track reference.
Okay. So is movement another hoe that's on the track with you?
We all competing. Like we all out there together.
Is movement?
And she my sister. I know so she'll want to do it and want to support her, but I don't.
Are y'all sister wives?
Because the attention she get.
Okay, keep going.
So that's when we started, and I knew she was gonna be one because she smiled through it. She's like, "Thank you, Nyambi. This has been so helpful. You're so detailed." What she told me, you're so what's it called?
Vivid.
Yeah, vivid.
Vivid.
I said, "Yeah, when we coming back?" Then she threw my ass off. She's like, "You free tomorrow?" I almost lied, and I told her that. I was like, "Oh, I'm looking at my calendar. I almost lied to you, but that's not a good way to start, huh?"
No, it's not.
She said, "No." I said, "Yeah, I can be here tomorrow." I went in tomorrow. I went in there Friday. Barbie kicked my ass. That's what I'm calling it. Barbie is full glam. Barbie has eyelashes, hair in high pony. Barbie waist is snatched within an inch of life. Barbie got a fat ass booty. I don't know if she got that body or she worked. I don't know what happened.
You know, squats can help you get a fat ass.
Well, we're gonna see. I'm about to tell Barbie I want to be her in a minute. I'm like, I changed my mind on my goals.
I want to be like you.
It's gonna be like single white female. She's like, your hair blonde now. But she was sweet. But what I was this is the first time I've been in the gym and I wanted to run. Y'all, I wear glasses. My glasses was slipping off my face.
And you know, you got them. You got those.
I'm trying. It was
fashion glasses.
Yeah, I'm really not looking appropriate for the gym, honestly. It got to the point where at first I used to be insecure about going to the gym. People looking at me. I didn't care what none of them white men was thinking. She got my ass so tough. I didn't care.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking, okay, it's cute. First, we're starting with a little cute little medicine ball bouncing back and forth. And she's like, hit it hard against the floor. And I'm like,
you doing
okay.
ball slams?
And I'm like, okay, I can do a ball slam. She's like, harder. And I'm like, listen, Barbie. You know you cut your eyes at somebody?
Yeah.
Hold on, ma'am. I am doing it hard. What do you think? It ain't hard. She's like, think of something you're going through. I was like, oh, honey. Let me count the ways. Which one? And then I knew I was in trouble that after the ball slams, my arm hurt. I said, fuck. I ain't never got tired after no ball. I've done ball slams before. A ball slam has never took me out the game. And it did. So I don't know if it was maybe anxiety and the fear of new gym, new trainer, someone. I've never had someone watch me. So it always been Nerum or YouTube. Mm-hmm. So even if I kind of fuck up, it's okay. But she was like literally watching I feel like she had a measuring tape.
Just watching.
And she was like, half a millimeter more. What is that? I can't even see straight. Then after that, what did we go into, Nerum? I'm trying not to take too long. She's really about like flexibility, using your natural body movement. So even for cardio, she doesn't want me running all out crazy. No. She's like, let's get you at 3, but let's get you on an incline of 9. That's it.
Yeah, that's how you burn calories faster.
This is different. Look. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I could do 3. I could fuck up 3. I hit that incline.
At that incline. You can't do 3 at an incline.
I was like, she's like, how are you doing? I'm like, okay. That's literally me. And she's like, you good? You good? Have a conversation. I said, no talking. And then what got me though, so we did that and we did them ropes that I was pretty decent at the ropes. I think she was shocked at the ropes.
The battle ropes, yeah.
The battle ropes I did pretty good. I ain't win to maybe the last 10 seconds or like the 45 seconds I was doing it, but I was able to do that. That do give me a little sauce. She did have me doing a lot of lunges and get me to the end, y'all. When I tell y'all my core is as weak as if what's that woman who had 6 kids? What's the McGee's? Oh. I had to be like the woman after she had a C-section.
The 6 little
So the C-section, you ain't supposed to lift nothing over 5 pounds. I'm as weak as a woman who had septuplets and had a C-section. And I ain't had no babies. And I said C-section and got 6 of them in me. Because she was like, okay, let's just do a quick plank. I said, oh, sis, I was like, I don't think that's going to happen. She's like, let's just try Nyambi. Mm-hmm. And she kept modifying. I think she got modified till she was like, well, just get on your knees, honey. I don't know. When I told y'all I was doing this plank, This modified is not a real one. When I did this modified plank on my knees and I was shaking and sweat was dripping from me, I wanted to cry. I thought I was going to cry. And she's like, 10 more seconds. 10. This is what I heard. I'm sure she was counting down 10, 9, 8. So this is all I heard. 10, 10, 10. I said, can we get to 1? So that got me. And then at the end, she had me doing like a lot of yoga poses because she's really big on flexibility, moving, as far as stretching.
Yeah, you need that though.
And like the shaking machine, it's a machine she had me on. She's like, oh, we're going to loosen all that up. And it was just a lot. All that being said, I couldn't see when I left. Like, I feel like I had dots. And she was trying to say, all right. I said, all right, see you whenever. I can't. I just couldn't do it no more. So keep me lifted, y'all. This is my first step. She's so focused on how I look and feel. We didn't even take my weight or anything.
For what?
We didn't do any of that.
You want it though?
No.
Well,
like you can see she was hinting at it because I think I had in my head what the first session was going to be, and she was like, "Nope, let's go." And it was a circuit, so I just didn't do that at once. So we did everything like 3 times.
Oh yeah, she good for you then.
And I was just like, when we did it the second, at first I thought we was going to do it one time, and then I thought she was going to take me on a tour of a gym.
No. I told
like,
you.
show me how to work this machine. Show me how to do
training.
this.
She show you how you do it. Why y'all doing it?
And then after the second time, I was like, oh, we going to cool down. She's like, all right, one more time. I said, and she kept upping shit.
Yeah,
said,
circuits are usually in 3s.
I said, why are we upping it again?
Because
I'm going to have to slow down.
you got to breathe.
Maybe I need to tell her I'm not good at breathing.
Yes. Please tell her that. Like
I don't know.
Help.
She was trying to breathe. She was like, I said, I don't even know if you're in or out.
Yeah.
It gets to the point, if I'm so into it, if I got to focus on not collapsing on this plank, when you be like in and out, I can't even connect what you're talking about. No, but I don't know how to breathe well.
And I think that'll help you with your anxiety.
What?
Yeah.
You're trying to call me.
No, I'm just saying, like, because I think that you have a trouble, like, whenever you go through shit, like, you good at holding your breath. But you're not good at breathing through nothing.
Yeah.
So I think that by having this, she'll actually help you work on breathing through shit.
You know, Iyanla, she said that's some of her best advice she give folks. She said the top 2 advice she give people is that you should breathe because so many people don't breathe. And the next thing is that you just have to keep moving.
Yeah.
Like, just don't stop. Period. But that's it. Other than that, watch it. And I watched Otherhood. That's on Netflix too, with Angela Bassett, Felicity Huffman, and Patricia Arquette. Bomb. It's about moms and the kids leaving and coming back. Cute little bop. Again, nothing deep, but it's a nice little bop to drink some wine to with your girls or something. Watch it. You know, and honestly, I've forgiven Felicity Huffman. You know, she was in that scandal. With all the things that are going on in the world, that shouldn't even made news. Like, now that I'm proud, 2020 is hindsight. The thing that they was following that woman and going to her house. Honestly, I don't know if that's maybe local news, but national news, breaking news announcements, seem too much.
Yeah.
Felicity, we all make mistakes. I forgive you. Come on back, because she's a good ass actress.
Thinking she got the money to go through it, so what's the point anyway?
I forgive you, especially after this weekend, y'all. Look, Felicity, I forgive you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So my check-in, it's been a busy week for me. I had my last couple days at Job A.
How was it?
Which is very exciting. They're very weird there.
Duh. Silicon Valley.
But they're very weird. Like, I went to the owner and said, hey, I don't know such and such, let you know that, like, today's my last day. But I just want to be like, I just want to thank you for, working with me and giving me a chance and blah, blah, blah. Just being on some cordial, like, real nigga shit,
thank
right?
you cards or some donuts? What?
No, we don't give no damn donuts. And no.
Me shady.
Maybe
Here you
I
go,
should have.
everybody. Good luck, Karen. Watching those macros. Don't get the glaze, Sonny.
And then this motherfucker was like, oh, yeah, have a nice life. And I was like, and I just walked away like,
ditto.
Yes.
I will.
And then I talked to the other one. He's like, you want to work out? I said, hey, can I work out? He's like, yeah, cool. I say, okay, that'll work.
Child, some people don't know how to navigate with that.
Yeah. Because the thing is, I've been on some real nigga shit.
Yeah.
Like, I gave them 2 weeks notice. I stayed. 1 week I was gone, and I came back because it's like, hey,
Like
are you
most
coming back?
Negroes wouldn't come
I
back.
wasn't gonna come back.
No, don't do that.
I wasn't. Like, the nigga in me was like, I'm not gonna come back. I'm just gonna screw these niggas over. Fuck this place.
That ain't right.
But I was like, no, that ain't right. So I came back, woke up at 4 a.m. for the last week, and it was I was miserable every day for
How
5
are you miserable? Usually the last week when you about to leave on the job is the best week on earth.
Man, it's something about I was jet lagged.
Oh.
And
They was being funny.
And just waking up at 4 a.m.
Oh, so you were just, your body was cranky. You weren't
Like,
getting enough sleep.
Yeah. So tired with that and still running, doing all my running shit. So that was a beast.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just good for them to be like, hey, where you going? Just me just being like, I can't wake up no more at 4 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And then be like, oh, okay.
I get it.
And then like some of the people be like, well, I want to follow you, so I'm going to hit you up on Instagram and stuff. So that was cool.
Yeah.
So that was going on.
The owner said have a nice life.
Yeah. This motherfucker hadn't said.
And he just walked away?
Yeah.
What is wrong with people?
He is weird as hell.
That's what I said. I don't know. Do you think it was personal or he doesn't understand social interaction?
I don't know.
Did he find that sarcastic? Like, was that him?
No. Because he came in.
A nigga and me would have been like, you know what?
And that's the thing.
Where's my keys at?
I only had 30 more minutes.
Oh, okay. Where are my keys? Yeah.
But that was on some real shit. I was like, hey, I don't know if such and such, because I know the community, the communication be a little bit off, but I just want to let you know this is my last day. I appreciate you for letting me work here. Like, I hope the relationship was at least mutually beneficial. Have a nice life. Fuck you. Fuck. I hope this bitch burn the fuck down then.
No, you can't wish people that. You be like, thanks.
But I was
when
like,
people show
okay.
you who they are, you what?
And then I walked away like, this nigga's a weirdo.
You believe him. When
I was
people
like,
show you
he's a
who they are.
weirdo.
Make sure you use all his gym equipment.
Oh, I am.
And don't wipe off anything.
I'm gonna go up in that bitch. I'll be dropping shit. I'll be up in that bitch yelling and shit. Rah! I'm gonna be like that motherfucker at the Planet Fitness commercial. Just be dropping shit.
Don't do all
making
that.
loud ass noises with 2 pound weights.
Not 2 pound weight. And that's Nyambi. Nyambi just pass out.
So doing that, I'm working on a project for my blog, and I'm pretty much I'm building a community there. So, and it's quite stressful, and I'm having some anxiety around that.
Is that a combination of scrappy and stressful? You just get stressful.
Stressful.
Okay.
So it's quite stressful, and I got some anxiety around that, and I'm just working through because it launches today while y'all listen to it. So I'm pretty excited about it. But also nervous as well because I spent a lot of time working on this and money, and it's always the thing of, well, what if nobody come? So I think the thing is that the self doubt and the self talk be getting at you when you just need to. You created a plan, follow that bitch and work
Stick
it.
to the plan.
Yeah.
And if the plan don't work, there's something else uncovers from that plan.
Yeah.
What Iyanla say? You just gotta keep moving forward.
Yeah.
Even if it doesn't go the way you expect it, it's gonna go one way.
Mm-hmm. So just working on that, and then working through with running has been, I would say, even though like these are like joyous moments, like I'm creating something for myself that's going to bring in revenue. I'm starting a new job. I'm leaving a job that was bringing added stress to myself.
Yeah, it's everything you wished and prayed for.
I'm still a little tired, and I'm still got some anxiety around this.
What? Okay.
So just working through
You don't
that.
say I try to fix things, so I'm hearing you.
No, the thing is, I got 4 more things on my to-do list. Well, I'm gonna do after record, and in the morning, I'm just gonna do what I do.
Yeah.
And whatever happens, happens.
I mean, what is the Beth and Randall? Worst case scenario, no one comes.
Yeah.
I mean, at least your sister might sign up.
Maybe. I gotta pay for this?
Decline.
I'm your sister. I gotta pay for this? Damn, you can't support a nigga?
But like, worst case scenario, you just gotta regroup and go and start from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Again, but what's different this time is that you got a nice security blanket under it.
Yeah.
So go for it. It's your dreams.
Yeah, going for that. After the launch with this community, I'll work on the Black Love Matters family community, because I'm gonna take the same platform and all the lessons learned from that to use that for Black Love Matters.
Yes.
Which I'm pretty excited for. So
yeah, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be a labor of love.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
'Cause
labor
I know
of
our
love.
niggas gonna come through, honey.
Yeah,
Don't
but
worry, ain't gonna be none crazy. Ain't gonna be none crazy. Ain't gonna be
But
funny. It's gonna be a couple dollars.
I think it's gonna be interesting just to like have, it's cool to chit chat with these people like on Instagram or Twitter, but to have all these niggas in one spot.
Yeah, and like a safe community to do so.
So to have Sir Jeffrey, Juliana,
And one
Chris,
space.
and Carlos, and Nia, Corey,
Everybody.
all in one spot
I think it'd be
and
hilarious.
shooting shit. Yeah, I think it would be hilarious.
And also communities of support. Like so many of our listeners, like are transplants, going different places, young professionals, mid-level professionals. Making those connections is huge, especially being in the Black community. There you go.
Yeah.
Why not? And how do you get in a place that's censored? And censored not mean we ain't gonna tell y'all not to say nigga, but ain't gonna be no trolls there.
Yeah.
That's the easy as a delete type stuff.
Right,
So
right.
It's nice.
Well, the thing is going to be paid too, so
Yeah.
hopefully that take away some trolls. But
The way trolls set up, they got a savings account to
do
people.
this. But I think the beauty of it is the fact that it won't be on Facebook, it'll be on its own platform, and like we'll do the censoring, or whatever. So I think that's cool because when you run with those platforms of like Facebook and trying to run groups, you dealing with their
Facebook.
community guidelines, which are done by
a 20-year-old something.
Yeah, a white 20-year-old something that don't understand
the culture.
Don't understand the culture, like sarcasm and things of that sort. So,
well, I'm so excited.
I'm excited for that. So that'll probably go up in maybe about a month, maybe 2 months.
And speaking of our friends, just send all our friends good love and energy.
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
Everybody, from Nia to Corey, everyone. Just thinking about everybody. Like
yeah. So this thing, like hearing, a friend is in the hospital. And, I'm just rooting for them to get on out and, be stronger. So, maybe I can talk more about that if I can get, permission from them. But, sending all the friends and family.
To everybody. I think that's going to be my prayer list when I'm thinking about. I'm trying to get more into strategic prayer. Sounds weird. But just focusing in on what I'm praying for. And I think this week is going to be dedicated to friends and health, mental, physical, all of that.
Yeah. So, those are all the things going on. I'm pretty excited. Today is a big day, and then the next day I'm at work. So Wednesday is going to be very interesting, or very exciting to share like different news.
Yeah, it'll be good stuff.
It'll be updates.
Okay.
Yeah. So you want to get into this? You want to get into this pillow talk?
Yes. Let's start with the rough stuff first. Now, go ahead.
What the fuck is up with all these mass shootings? And it was like 2 of them within 24 hours of each other.
It started again right down the street from us with the Gilroy Garlic Fest.
Yeah, when you came back, that was Gilroy Garlic Fest.
The night.
Yeah. And the thing is, I was planning on going to that.
Me too.
Because I was like, I want some garlic fries.
I want some garlic everything.
Tam and Dan been talking about this shit. Like, yeah, you should go to Gilroy at least once in your life. I'm like, all right, well, I might go ahead and go. Because, where I had to drop off Mabel was like near there anyway.
Oh, that would have been nice.
Yeah. Because I literally drive past Gilroy. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'll just go.
Yeah.
And then, like, this shit happened. I was like, well, I guess I ain't going.
And then, especially this year. And then the incident that happened in El Paso at the Walmart. And then, was it Dayton, Ohio?
Yeah. Actually, I got some family in Dayton. I need to call and check up on them.
Y'all, I don't even know what to say. That's why I said I give you Felicity. We worried about some type of college scandal when we got mass shootings where people are going by these automatic guns and magazines and equipping like they about to go to war and just going out and killing folks.
And the thing is, they white because they get to go home. Well, not go home, but they get to go to jail alive.
The majority do. Not all, but the majority do. We just wanted to take space, for everyone who may have been affected and also to check in with yourself. A lot of things, especially with coworkers, they've been addressing is this low-level underlying anxiety about going anywhere in public places. Folks have been talking about a lot more. So it's beyond like not wanting to interact with people, but the idea that wherever you go somewhere and it's a group of people, that you're always looking for your exit.
Yeah. Or
you're always playing in your mind, what if a mass shooter comes in here and starts shooting? What's my game plan? Where I'm going to hide, how I'm going to get out, how I'm protect myself, who could it be? That's constantly playing over and over in folks' head.
Yeah.
And that's horrible.
It is. It is.
That's a whole nother level of anxiety that I don't think our parents' generation had to worry about. What I did say, the juxtaposition is black folks have always had an underlying sense of anxiety and fear. No matter, I always tie it back, don't I?
But,
I'm gonna go back. We're gonna be united American on this one, y'all. Y'all gonna be proud of me. We are one in this one. This topic I'm talking about, this mass shooting. But as blacks in America, it might not have been necessarily about mass shootings, but we've always had right below the surface anxiety. So not enough to stop your day to day, but just enough for you to be aware. Blacks, you know what I'm talking about. The police go by, you hear the siren, give you a little shake, that. We've always had that.
You walking from the grocery store or from the store and some niggas walk past you ain't never seen in the hood.
Yeah, and then they turn around quickly. Tell about the story in New York.
Oh, shit.
Then I'm gonna turn it back. I promise you, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna take this as a united. We might as well sing the national banner, national Star Spangled Banner in the back. I'm gonna bring it back to all of us.
So Nyambi and I was walking to her job. You know, I would say we in Manhattan walking and shit, and these two black guys, very suspicious looking.
Niram said, "Stop." Would you tell me stop racially profiling?
No, what I say?
I said them niggas is up to something. And I think I caught eyes with them. You know, and I think that's what it was. Like, it was one of them things like, I see you, do you see me?
So, Nyambi was like, them niggas is up to something. And I was like, why them niggas up to something, Nyambi? She was right. So, next thing you know, there's a group of people in front of us. Some white people look like they going to work too. And then so like these niggas hop in the group. But the thing is, you know how you cross the street in New York, niggas usually don't wait for the stoplight.
Yeah.
Like they just cross. So these niggas waiting. They're very suspicious. They talking in code to each other. And then when it's time to cross, they're like very like hesitantly walking slow across the crosswalk. Nyambi was like, what the fuck is up? So we're trying to get around now.
And it's like I couldn't.
But it was like rush hour. It was like walking rush hour that we couldn't get around these niggas. So next thing you know, like the white people like wham, zoomed and got the fuck out of there. Yeah. And it was like two other white people and me and Nyambi. So we at this thing. So, Nyambi, I knew it was coming. So I knew it was coming. So Nyambi got this thing with people walking behind her too close. So like she'll just bust a Yui like, oh, I think it's there. Like I think
I almost run into them. Like
yeah.
I almost want to scare them.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I want them to think I'm robbing them.
Yeah.
And that takes people off guard.
So we'll be walking and then I'm really like, oh, I think the restaurant right here, and just like quickly, just abruptly, just make a quick right turn. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, this is about to happen. So I make the right turn too, and then like these niggas start following us.
They gonna stumble. And I knew they was like, cause they stumbled.
Yes.
And then we looking like you feeling froggy.
Oh, so you gonna follow us? So I don't know if I said it or whatever. So
because we on real track. I said, oh, so these niggas gonna follow us?
Right. So I don't know if I said it or Naomi said we're gonna go in this coffee shop. So
I don't even think nothing was said.
So we immediately bust another right behind a car. So you in the crosswalk. So we walk across the street and we bust the right, and then there was a car that came and we bust the right behind the car. And these niggas like trying to follow us.
Yeah.
So we get in the fucking coffee shop and here comes Naomi. Excuse me, do you have a menu? Looking at these and then motherfucker.
I said, not today. They walked away.
So they waited, they looked, and then they walked the fuck away. And I would say, not today, motherfuckers. What the fuck is up with these niggas now?
It was like the crowd was dispersed and we was like the last.
Yeah.
Like people were going to restaurants and shit. And I was like, oh shit, we got to get away from these niggas. They trying to spot. They spotting everybody. What was wrong with them?
What you mean what was wrong? They already knew what the fuck they was trying to do.
I said, no.
But the thing is, they were so.
It was going to be such a. You could tell they was babies. It was going to be such a fucking scene.
But that's the thing, though. Like, the way they even move, it was so damn obvious they was up to some bullshit.
Yeah.
That I was about to hit one of them niggas.
Detroit came out of both of us.
I'm like, Naomi, I'm about to hit him.
I want to be I'm not from here. I know I'm a tourist, but I am not the tourist you think you messing with.
Right. Because I was about to hit one of them niggas.
Do not let my casual dress fool you.
But when Nyambi bust that right, because I knew it was coming, because Nyambi's good for that shit. Like I when it happens, I just go with the flow now, because sometimes
you got left.
Yeah, because sometimes it just be regular like white women like in our downtown area, just walking behind us too close, and Naomi just bust that right, like, oh, I think this is the restaurant
And
now.
I basically hit her in the mouth.
Yeah, like she had turned like real quick and like swing her arm, and like, oh, I think this is the oh, excuse me, sorry. Fuck you walking behind me so damn close, bitch. And I'm so used to it that I just know she'll just do it out of nowhere, especially when there's people walking too close. So when these niggas when the crowd start dispersing,
because at first I thought I was gonna be able to make it to my job.
Yeah,
because we was close.
We were. You get up in there, you had let security handle them.
Is that? But all that to be said, they're always in our community. We have this sense of being aware of your surroundings, knowing where to move. Like even that. All right, I'm about to hit a turn here. If they follow me, I'm going up in this. Like I'm trying not to make a scene,
right?
Because I wanted to really go. What is that? More Bronx? Yeah. I wanted to be like do some air. My guy. What? Are you trying to rob me?
What the fuck, man?
And you're bad at it.
Fuck out of here.
I wanted to do that, but I was way too close to my job.
Especially when you see some of your coworkers.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm trying to. I was doing the matrix math in my head. Do I confront these niggas? Can I just hit up right? They don't do it. If they do follow me, where I'm gonna go? Where's my escape? Even the people in the restaurant, like I wouldn't even pay attention to them. They're like, "Well, do you want to?" I said,
"Shut up."
I almost want to be like, "Hey, I'm just."
Like we pretty much got in the restaurant and turned around, and looked at the window.
Yeah.
To see what these niggas gonna do.
And we like it was like a face off. You know that thing between Diddy and that man in the 4?
Yeah.
And they just be blinking.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm talking about? That meme? That's basically what's the numb in the window. I was like, so
what you gonna do? You gonna come up in here?
We coming up, we're doing this.
You gonna come up in here?
We're gonna show out, we're gonna move tables.
Literally.
Y'all would have seen me on the news. And then they finally walked away.
Mm-hmm.
And then me, what I'm mouthing. Don't
motherfucker.
All that to be said, there's always a planning, a protocol, and a process. Nia teased me when we went to the movies, and a white man was walking close to me, and I had some keys, and I said, "Excuse me, sir." Well, did you ever hear that story? He said we was at the movies together. We was covering the movies, and this white guy he was just walking too close, and I just turned around. I said, "Good evening. Can I help you with something?" He was like, "No." I said, "You was walking too fucking close." I think also as a woman. It's certain space. You only can get so much space around me if I don't invite you into that zone. And I need you to be aware of that. And I think he might have been looking at his phone. I don't give a fuck what he was doing. He just can't come that close to me. Because I need to know if we tussling in the street or not. Going back to We Are America. Now I think white people have to be in that zone. Where black people, we have consistently have to be.
Always been there.
Maybe not when it comes to mass shootings, right? No, not mass shootings. That's not, we drive by. Stuff happens.
Yeah,
But the idea of just someone coming in, the rallies with a machine gun, that's some new American shit. That's some white boy new American shit.
Right. Machine gun or at a fucking garlic festival.
That is some new.
These niggas is just celebrating.
That's the nouveau white.
Garlic white and garlic rice and garlic fries, and you come shoot up that bitch.
That doesn't have any type of symbolism to it. I don't like to say niggas have a rhyme or a reason, but sometimes it's like even if it's hood sense. Mm-hmm. So somebody owes somebody or property.
Rival gangs.
It was a little logic. And now I ain't saying it's good logic, but A plus B equals C.
You kick my cat, so I'm going to kill your dog type shit.
But what these are happening ain't
nothing.
It's very strangers. And why we do it? Because we were home. It's very horror movie.
Yeah. And I think one of them, sister got hurt or killed in the shooting. I think it was Dayton. I don't know.
Unintentionally.
I don't know if it was unintentionally, but one of the sisters, like one of the mass shooting sisters, got hurt. So, like, nigga don't even care about family.
And that's another level. And the other thing we have to say is in a lot, not all of them, but in a lot of these mass shootings, underrepresented populations are also the targets. Mm-hmm. So in these different communities or different events, the Gilroy Fest, not too much, but certain areas in El Paso, that's a Latinx community. Yeah. Right? Like, so those we need to be more aware of these that's a hate crime. That's a terrorist hate crime. Mm-hmm. But some of them is just shooting up people just to shoot folk.
Right. Like the one in Vegas, I don't know what the fuck that was about.
All to be said, be aware of that underlying anxiety that you have hanging through. Don't ignore it, acknowledge it. Everybody needs to see a therapist. Everybody needs to have, coping mechanisms.
Right.
Also, it's important not to freeze your life. Because that's what folks want us to just be on a Facebook Oculus and not leave the house. They want us to be an episode of Black Mirrors where no one leaves the house because there's a sense of fear. We can't do that. We have to work through that. Of course, take time to heal, mourn, but you got to keep moving.
And actually, I had a chance to play with the newest prototype of the Facebook Oculus.
You such a nerd. Okay, tell us about it, Nero. I don't think I've ever had it on.
That shit's crazy.
Honestly, I've never really played in the VR world. You know, they have these VR like play areas, like Chuck E. Cheese VR type thing. I'm trying to toe the line of that. I think I'm gonna put my old folks card on that VR world because I know that VR world. I know it's gonna get good. I know it's gonna get good.
It's already good.
I know it's gonna get good, and I'm not gonna leave my house, and I don't want to participate.
Nigga,
I don't want to participate.
I put on them goggles, and it was like we was in the cabin in the hills, and you can hear like the crackling in the fireplace and shit.
Imagine the technology, if they already don't have it, that you can put the likenessness of like loved ones who passed away, and if you want, that give me chills, and you want to have conversations, with them or replay conversations with. I know what's coming. I'm putting my old folks card down. They ain't gonna get me. I'm gonna be the one where they're like, "Have you tried to Miss Nyambi?" No, I still go see me and Nia. We still travel to see each other.
It's getting good.
Our grandkids gonna be like, "You can just put your VR glasses. You don't have to, who gets on planes?" Me,
I do.
Me, Delta One.
So that's the thing, man. In the future, they ain't trying to let y'all leave the house.
And then would you build this with all the fear mongering and stuff that's happening? The stats tell you not to leave the house.
Exactly.
I mean, it already worked. I wanted to go to that Garlic Fest, but I surely pumped the brakes.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you think statistically, what is the likelihood of it happening again? I don't know. Mm-hmm. The way the colonizers is cutting up.
Right.
I don't know.
And I like garlic.
Oh.
And
same thing happened after 9/11.
Yeah.
Took a while for folks to get on a plane. Took a while for folks to travel.
Yeah.
People weren't traveling. Something got to work through. But I really want to address that underlying anxiety that the white people are just being aware of or having. And it's something that folks of color
been having to go through all their lives.
For our whole lives. And I think through time we learned how to navigate within it because we knew the triggers and the responses. But this is a new game.
Yeah.
This the boss level. This done leveled up.
Right.
So I think even as black people, we trying to like get our... Is this hate crime or is it just a because of crime? Right? Which one is it? Now imagine the white people ain't never had to have no...
Right.
They really losing it, y'all. They're really going to have to see a therapist. Okay. I think I might bring this conversation up while I'm at work. You know, we be having tough discussions at work.
Y'all do. Y'all love having DNCs.
Yes, deep, nuanced conversations. I think I'm going to bring this up, and I'm going to say black people have always had underlying anxiety. This is new for y'all.
Ooh,
how is this affecting?
Ooh, your supervisor going to be there, and her ass going to jump in the conversation, too. Ooh.
I love to start it. But for the folks who are in HR and you thinking for conversation, this is a conversation to have because your employees could be navigating through that. And what does that mean for their performance and their safety and flexibility and work from home schedule and stuff like that and trauma. What else are we talking about, Nero? Or anything else you have about that? I just want to hold space. I don't even want to say condolence. It feels even yucky to say that. Thoughts and prayers now.
Yeah.
Because it's so cliche.
The thing is, we need actual change.
We need gun reform. We need this president out of here. We need the racist Congress folks and representatives out of there. We need change. If we're going to go hard, these are the folks we need to go hard on.
We need to go hard on.
If there's going to be a zero tolerance for nothing, if there's going to be a zero tolerance of something in the United States, it needs to be this. And it's time. Y'all turning them damn guns. This is too much. It's too much. Give it up. It's too much.
Yeah. And I think that's more or less the thing, right? Like,
it's too much. And I love a gun. I learned how to shoot them. I come from a family who hunt and live on a farm. But the thing is, the folks who hunt and live on a farm, they ain't using machine guns, y'all. They using a shotgun. I don't know what y'all doing with these AKAs, these magazine clips. I don't know what it or whatever they call. I don't know what these. That's not needed. And if you have one of those, it should be absolutely against the law. That's beyond protecting yourself. You're protecting a small village.
Those are killing machines.
These are killing machines. And they shouldn't be here. Y'all can at me at it. I'm very firm when it comes to that. Anywho. It's worth it. It's for the greater good. It's worth it. Take these damn guns.
I'm sad now.
Get whatever the test you need to get done. Yes, do all the background, all of that. Where you at? Put some trackers in these, all of it. I don't even know. But this can't. People's lives can't continue to just be senselessly taken away.
Yeah.
It's not. That's not.
And the thing is, like, at one point, through the excuse of to stop a bad guy with a gun, you need a good guy with a gun.
No, not if you got a pistol and he got a bazooka.
What's a bazooka?
You know one of the ones on Super Mario.
Oh.
Bazooka? Is that what it's called?
Bazooka.
Bazooka? Is that a gun or is that a gun? See, I don't know, honey. I'm not a killer. You know, it's like a missile, basically. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Is that just a movie? Is that a real thing?
No, it's real. You talking about a missile launcher?
Okay, basically what these niggas have in their basement.
And you wonder where the fuck you get these shits from. Do they just get them
Facebook
from the
market? While they worried about censoring our groups about Black pride and Black love, they still selling it on Facebook Market and Instagram.
Jesus.
Get on that Facebook. eBay and them. Walmart.
No, I was gonna say it's at those gun expos.
At them closed down Gibraltar. I know some of y'all ain't gonna like that. Guns just lined up. It's too much.
Not close down Gibraltar.
Close down the whole Gibraltar.
Close down all the gun swap meets.
Just no swap meets. That's even scarier. And it's not even the folks who in the front. I wonder what's happening behind the scenes.
Right.
It ain't the people with the tents that done paid their $50 the vendor. I ain't talking about y'all. But I know folks come under the darker nights and selling their bazookas. I know that. That's what Hood Sense tells me.
Yeah.
That you can go in the alley, or you go behind the McDonald's or the Chick-fil-A. Nah, they trash to me. I can't eat fish fillet no more. I mean, Chick-fil-A, basically, same thing. I can't eat them no more. On the little lighter things, did y'all watch Black Lady Sketch Show on HBO this weekend? If not, go do it. Go support Robin motherfucking Thede. That blue-eyed bandit. She done it again. BET fucked up when they let her go. It blew my mind that BET let her go. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember we went to her show way back.
Yeah.
About a year ago when she ain't come back. I just thought she was on hiatus. And I was talking shit. I said, damn, Robin, you gonna take 6 months off, sis?
They ain't even do nothing.
I was like, Robin, traditionally you just take a couple of the summer off, ma'am. You don't take off a whole ass 6 months if you the late night talk show. I did my digging. I said, oh, BET done let Robin Thede go.
Yeah.
Horrible move, BET.
It was.
Robin Thede is an OG when it comes to executive producing and an OG when it comes to comedic game. The thing is, a lot of folks didn't know her because she was so behind the scenes. But I thought that was a lot for BET. I honestly thought that's when the evolution of BET was beginning to occur.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, they going to let Robin, because she was on every night, wasn't she? I was like, oh, they just going to let her run with it. And from there, if she got Monday through Friday, she going to give her weekends for this, a sketch. This is what she does. Why wouldn't you? A lob. Even honestly, when I heard the Black Lady Sketch Show, I thought it was going to be BET. It still didn't connect to my black self that it was HBO.
Right.
So I'm disappointed by that. But shout out to Robin Thede. You got blue-eyed bandit. You know she got them blue hazel eyes, honey.
This show.
The blue-eyed bandit, Robin Thede.
This show was dope. I like the show.
Sickening. And this is from someone who don't like a lot of physical humor. I'm not into the Jim Carrey, who's our equivalent, Tommy Davidson. Who else does a lot of physical comedy? That's black. Marlon Wayans.
Yeah.
I'm not into usually like a lot of the physical sketch comedy type stuff.
Entertaining.
Yeah, like I can watch it, but I'd be like, you niggas is doing too much. I love a good story. I'm more of that type of comedian. So I was gonna support always, but I'm watching it through like squinted eye. It's just like spoken word. I'll go, but I'm not. I prefer to wear AirPods.
What is squinted eye?
You know, squinted eye or squinted. You know when you put your hand. I'm showing Nero. What's this, Nero? When you're watching a scary movie,
looking it through your hands.
You know,
looking at it through your fingers.
But I found it. The things that I appreciated from it, everything ain't hit for me. There's some of the scenes that I was just like, you lost me with that one, sis. But what did hit with me was all the star power. Of course, who's on there?
Angela Bassett.
Motherfucking Bassett's head of the Head Bitch Society. What Bad Bitch Society? What was hilarious. But the two things that set with me that got my life together was the Hertep.
Oh my God, that shit was hilarious.
Because it is some Herteps out there. You fellas got us. I'm good to call a nigga a Hotep. But it is some Herteps.
But there's some Herteps out there too.
That you be like, sis, what are you talking about? Where the first sentence, you just like a hotep, first sentence you be rolling with them. You be like, yes, power to the people, people to the power. And then they'll say something, and you be like,
You're like, what
no.
the fuck?
No, that is not how that works, sis. Or her, she said, I'm pre-PhD.
Oh, I was like, oh.
Sis, have you applied? We all pre-PhD then. Aren't we all pre-PhD?
I was so confused.
That means you haven't even applied?
It's like, are you in there? Are you ABD?
No,
What
she's
is-
pre-PhD. I took that
PhD?
as she's going on the website. And I'm interested in getting my PhD in Africana Studies
That
with a
shit was
concentration
funny.
in hip-hop.
Why are you putting out some people studies like that?
Because they think, nope. Bring it back. Nah, y'all. I almost said something.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
That spoke to my spirit. You know what else spoke to my spirit so much that I had to laugh, almost turned to tears? When they had the thicker black woman on there who was like the agent.
Uh-huh.
And they kept saying she's the best agent because she's invisible.
Oh my God.
Hilarious, but by the end of it, I wanted to cry. I said, fuck.
When the both of them with the Visibles came together and they just fought each other, and it's like
They don't see us anyway.
they don't
sis.
see us anyway.
Why we fighting? That spoke a word. There's times, especially as a black woman, as a bigger black woman, I have completely felt invisible. And I think that was something that I just had to sit and process with, to say, have I ever processed with that feeling of being completely invisible? Meaning you're at the table, but no one sees you. Professionally, I haven't had it as much because I'm really loud. So even if I'm invisible, I'm like, what is that fucking noise?
Right.
But personally, I definitely have had it in personal life or situations, or even just moving through the street. I found that in New York a lot, where it's like, nigga, I'm here. I'm taking up space. So that spoke to me. I think I need to process that a little bit with my therapist. But the idea of being invisible, and as black women, that is something that is very real. And not only to colonizers. I think within our own community, there are certain folks who are absolutely invisible. And we need to take time to acknowledge that and see what the implications of folks being invisible means long term. Was that too deep?
No.
What do you think about that?
No.
Have you ever felt invisible? Is that something that men navigate through?
I would say less than black women, but yeah, there are times where I just feel
Like
invisible. I think there were times at my job, just even like working with the type of people that I work with, I feel like I'm just lost there as a underlining background noise.
Professionally, I haven't had much, and I think I've been super grateful for that because that's not the norm, and I acknowledge that as a black woman. Also, I'm still I'm in mid-career, so stay tuned. Right? I'm sure I can and probably will be invisible, but it's definitely more personal that I've felt in spaces. And I think back, am I making myself invisible, or is it other? I don't know.
Well, that's the thing, right? Because there are times where you're like, well, I'm just trying to stay low and like come home.
True, that's true. But it hit me in my throat a little. Like I know Robin was playing, but she wasn't playing. Like I wanted to I feel like if it was friends, I would have texted her. I'm like, okay, bitch, that wasn't that funny. Was you talking about me? Like, so but I appreciate that's her type of comedy.
Yeah.
Like that's how Robin moves. So a lot of times she'll say something, you'll get it, and you process it a little bit more. Like, wait, it's some truth to that. I think we need a healing circle.
Yeah.
I need a closing call. What's it called? I need something to come to Jesus moment on that one. Go ahead.
No, you can go ahead. But I was gonna say, Issa. So you got this because she EPing this too as well.
And Issa didn't even show up on. She ain't pull a Diddy.
No,
because Issa, her strong suit ain't that.
but I think she would have been in well in the sketch.
You think? Oh,
Yeah.
because it speaks very much to awkward black girl.
Yeah,
That's honestly that's the only thing I would love her to be in this sketch show if she just does like a quick bow to awkward black girl. I don't need Issa to do anything but be a boss. I want Issa actually from in the front of the screen. I want her completely behind the scenes, bossing everything. Does that selfish of me? Issa's dream prior to be like the biggest star in Hollywood, and I'm like, no, sis. Like I want Issa in her brilliant mind bossing everything from behind the scene on production company. That is what I want Issa to do. That seems like her superpower, her space, her writing. Because then she act, and I just be like, Am I the only one?
Can't do everything. But yeah, I know what you mean. Also, what is Jax Media?
Who?
Jax Media, JAX Media, because they are
Pushing a lot of it.
So they got that. They do Desus Zamero, and it's like another like black focused TV show that this company is
Somebody who got a VP or director that had good vision, who was able to get them on there.
And so that was one of the questions that I have as well. Like, who is Jax Media,
Yeah.
or like what are they? Because
What is it? I mean, it's a production company, right? Or like a conglomerate of representation.
yeah,
Actually, I don't know that real that well when it comes like managers and PR. Well, even if there's stuff like Broad City, so they kind of got that edgy,
yeah,
liberal, millennial slant to them. Russian Dolls on there. Old Girl Who on there. Oh yeah, this is really good.
So that's what I'm saying.
Like even the colonizers they have on here is a little bit more liberated.
So they probably
than the
just
most.
Russian doll.
Was you excited to see Quinta from BuzzFeed?
Yeah.
I had mixed reviews because I wasn't necessarily a fan of Quinta or Freddie on BuzzFeed. Every time I seen them, they used to disappoint me in those videos. But then I learned, like, oh, they only can do so much in the production. Because they used to always come over there and do, like, the makeup things. I said, sis, how many times you going to let them put gray makeup on you? Looking like you about to go straight to Pie Funeral Home.
Oh, they did Run Down with Robert Thede, too.
Oh, so I'm saying they're all crews together. I'm for it. What did you
And
think?
they do Difficult People, one of your favorite shows.
Don't say that. You know, when they were talking about that Blue Ivy, they got tore up for that. But I do like Difficult People because I am one. I am a difficult people. What you thought about the show?
I thought it was a good show. You know,
It's brilliant. Y'all, please.
it is a
support
brilliant show. You know, as a black man, you know, I had to look at it with a different lens.
Oh, okay. Tell
I
me
did.
more.
Because when you see like all of that, it's like, oh, you know, this is just all women focused, right? Like, it's not really like I'm not the demo that they trying to get, like straight black man.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
But I think it would appeal to straight black men if y'all would just watch it.
So that's the thing, right?
If y'all would just watch it. Like, I don't think it's so niche that you wouldn't connect. Go ahead.
But no, but I think, I just think they demo is not for straight black men, but I think it was applicable and I found it entertaining. Like, even like Amanda Seales stuff, like even some of the stuff that she do, like her demo is not for straight black men.
Yeah, she says explicitly it's for black women.
Yeah.
But it's like, if I know it's for primary black women, but I'm thinking secondary. I feel like if you in that circle or that sphere, you have to have a connection to it. What would you say, DC Zamiro? I'm not their primary population.
Nah, you're not.
How did I slide in there? I'm the outlier.
Yeah, you're out there.
It took me years to come on.
But I'm saying like DC Zamiro, like Joe Button, like they have
I am not his demo.
Yeah, you're not their demo.
Absolutely not.
So I would think like those are like polar opposites, or like the equivalents to what that
Joe
is.
Button, don't compare Joe Button.
No, I'm just saying though.
Don't compare.
I'm not comparing them, but I'm just saying though, like
I see what you're saying.
Like that's their brother or sister demo.
Like the polars.
Yeah,
that's
polar
what
opposites.
That's what like white people have too.
Yeah.
So it'd be like a women ran like the Tina Feys and all that, right? And then it'd be kind of the bro show. Then it'd be a combination of. I get what you're saying. And black people, we're just getting into the space
where
we
can have
the
that
separation. Right, even the different demographics. So if we're talking about younger millennials, or we're talking about older black people, I would love for us to unpack a little bit. I don't know if there's any shows that just focus on underrepresented folks in the LGBT community that's not so egregious and glaring. Like, I'm not talking about the L word or queer, like something that is just a show that folks happen to be LGBTQ.
Right.
They're the leads, right, and they're people of color. I don't even think that has happened yet. And there's so much to do. Child, we're talking about black people. I ain't seen no shows that focus, except The Great Hotel, that focus on Latinos. It ain't none for Asians stuff fresh off that boat.
True.
And that's a microaggression in itself, but okay.
Yeah. So, you know.
I mean, even with The Great Hotel, like, that's kind of a microaggression to say Latinos all work at a hotel.
Too.
Okay. But, yep. I'm not unpacking it.
No, that's a whole nother episode. But, you know, once I got past that, I found it entertaining.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah. And, you know, and there was like some sketches like, no, that didn't really resonate
some of the stuff
to me.
I was just like, oh, I don't want to give anything away. But I think even the last one, where I was like, oh, how did we get here?
Yeah. Like, it was just someone was like, it just didn't resonate with me. And it was because I know they demos for, I'm just like black women. That was like, oh, okay. Like, I'm just going to let that pass. Like, for example, and not even talking about them, but even some of the shit like DC Zamiro's doing on their TV show.
Oh my God, they had a horrible.
The one about crack, like making crack in their kids and shit.
It was DC Zamiro. I'm not sure if y'all listening. That whoever
who wrote that had to be a white person.
Take that out. Whoever approved that, horrible.
Yeah.
Don't ever do that again. I was so uncomfortable. Even for Deezus and Miro, who be talking about balls and everything else, and my guys and smoke. When you talking about crack and then putting the crack and the kids smoking, it's so much stuff to talk about. That was horrible. And I even get where they were going, but it was just done so.
Yeah.
It was done so.
Tasteless, I would say.
I mean.
But also. But not even that.
It was white. Like, it was very frat boy. It was very frat boy. It was not authentically them. And that's the first time I would be like, oh, that's like, a lot of times when they do fuckboy shit, I'm like, oh, that's some Bronx shit.
Like, that's some Bronx New
That
York.
is some Bronx
That's them
shit.
Authentic. But I felt like that little segment they did, or that sketch, was like some cooning type shit.
It was very cooning.
That I don't know if it was their idea or it was somebody else's
that
idea,
ain't their idea.
but it wasn't true to their brand.
It was bad. And someone should tell them.
Yeah.
I almost want to see them be like, nah, my guy.
Yeah.
Want. What that songs they be making? Or when they keep tossing it back and forth, we tossing that one back. That was bad. If I ever get on the show, actually when I get on the show, I'm gonna tell them that. I'm like, yeah, like how do you navigate through shit like that? Then they had the nerve to go on hiatus. You better and think about that. Go in the corner. You on punishment.
So, like even that.
That
so
was a ball.
even like their whole demo is trying to change it because I would think.
You think they're trying to get more douchey white boys?
Yeah. Because I think that was more for douchey white boys than it was for
like
black
Latina,
internet culture.
Yeah, black. Latinx.
Yeah, Latinx culture.
Because I do think that's their, like, millennials, even younger, older, like, black Latinx is their kind of core folks. But that douchey, they trying, I can see how douchey white boys can get on it.
Yeah.
But don't let them, because I can't watch that.
Mm-mm.
What was it?
No.
It was bad. Like, I don't even know why I was so uncomfortable, because they've said very egregious things.
Yeah.
But that bothered me a lot. Maybe I'll DM them. I don't know if anyone, this is me, I don't know if anybody told y'all don't know me, you don't for anyone.
Right.
But as your sis, that was a left field. Don't do that no more. Have Robin on your show. Oh, but they cross networks. Can they do that? I guess you could.
They might, yeah.
That would have been a great, whatchamacallit. But anyway. Oh, that was a lot, y'all. Thank y'all for hanging in there with us. We hope y'all had a great weekend. Near, we gonna close this on out.
Yeah, so as always, to submit your Black Love story, go to blacklovematters.com. To submit a question for Kitchen Table Talk, shoot us an email at blacklovematters@gmail.com. And to the, what was I supposed to say?
What?
I don't know. Shit. What? I'll talk to y'all later.
Talk to y'all later.
Love is ever evolving.
Near, what's wrong with you?
Brain fart.
Love y'all.
Bye.